Wait, I don't want that on the public. That has to be Patreon, because I don't want to.
We won't tell.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Did I ever tell you guys about that time that I had did a reading in New York when I went?
You got a reading done, like palm reading?
Yeah. But I don't know how I feel about that. How do you guys feel about palm readings?
I never had one done.
I heard you can't.
I don't believe in it.
I heard you shouldn't get your palm read because people can block your future or block good, like,
really?
good stuff. Yeah.
Because, okay, so, you guys want me to tell you about it?
You haven't told us. Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So when I went to New York, right, I had someone stopped me, I got my palm reading done, and basically she looked at my palm and she explained my past and then my future, and she basically said my past is I had parents who had me at a young age, and all that stress and whatever they were feeling went on to me as a child, and then they said that the letter J was gonna come back into my life.
Not the J name.
Which is interesting because obviously, like, the only person that I know with a J.
What happened?
So much is going on right now, guys.
I know.
Like 2 things fell. I'm scared.
I'm dead.
I'm scared.
But literally, the only person that I know that's a J is, like, my dad. Technically, he's a junior, but, like, even then, which did happen. Because I think I told you guys, right? My wedding day.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that technically did happen because he wasn't in my life and he said he was going to come back in my life. I mean, barely, if you consider that getting back into your life. But then
That's not getting back into your life, though. That's just like an encounter.
Well, maybe it was like, maybe the way she worded it was a little different from what I remember because it's been probably like 7 years now since I got that reading done. And then as far as futurize, she said she saw me being some sort of speaker, which is funny because this is what we do. No, you're good. But for you guys, I did a behind the scenes kind of. So before we filmed this, we were like, hey, let's do an egg cleansing. And I was like, bro, I'm so down. And so if you guys want to see that, it's going to be on our Patreon. We did an egg cleansing. Everyone besides Vanessa, because Vanessa was kind of scared.
Yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking.
If you guys believe in egg cleansings, or Kayla, do you want to explain it more?
Like, I got sick to my stomach.
So pretty much
right now, or
like
okay, I was gonna say
during, huh?
Yeah,
dude, that's how I felt. That's why I kept telling you, like, dude, I feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, when I saw mine, I was like, bro, I was getting chills.
Is that called anxious?
So basically, you get an egg and you rub it all over your body. I mean, you can choose to pray for it if you want to, but you do it with good energy. And then you crack it into a glass of water and you wait and read what you see. So if there's spikes or bubbles or cloudiness or like redness, it tells you everything.
Can I? So.
Oh wait. Can we? Let me do intro real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
my bad. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Nights Like This. I'm Ali.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Tillie.
And I'm Vanessa.
Okay.
Hey. Okay. Sorry about that. So she's done an egg cleansing before, and I've done one before. In the past, I've seen I saw like an animal face in there, and then I've witnessed like my friends, they've seen like some creepy shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
So like today, I was like, if I see something like that, I'm leaving.
Today was a little extra scary today, though.
But low key, when me and Kayla looked at yours, it looked like the bottom of a skeleton.
It looked like a skeleton, legs and torso.
Yeah. And we didn't see it until like the very tail end of it, because I had already poured the freaking cayenne pepper in it. I was like, oh, and then I saw it was literally like a skeleton body and then the skeleton face with the 2 eyes. I was like, oh hell no.
And mine just showed the initial of a past situationship.
Literally, guys, imagine that. That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
And it wouldn't go down either.
It wouldn't go down.
I'm sure it's still there, guys.
It was still there.
Yeah.
I was drenching it, but my cup is literally about to overflow. So I was like,
I think that hers was probably the best one. It wasn't even like.
I had like 2 bubbles, 2 spikes. That just means two are talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gossiping.
If anyone knows what the skeleton means, please let me know, because I'm kind of scared.
Oh, I know.
I know. I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
Like, let me find out that's the reason why I got pulled over today.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about that though? Okay, you can talk about that.
Then, I take the back roads because I live to how long is the drive? Like
An hour and a half? Yeah.
Yeah, so I live an hour and a half away, and I was taking the back roads to come here, and I got pulled over for speeding. He caught me. He said he caught me at 70. whenever I looked at my thing, I was going 72, but whatever. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. But yeah, got a ticket, and that was just that set the tone for the rest of the day. Kind of sucks.
How long were you sitting there waiting for the ticket?
For a while, like he was
They
taking
take
his
forever,
time.
huh?
Yeah, and then
Was it a motorcycle cop or was it like an
No.
actual patrol car?
it was a sheriff.
Oh, shit.
Sheriffs are
Yeah,
worse.
they have different
He was like really nice to me, but I'm just like I don't know, it was just frustrating because he had asked me for my registration, and then I was like, I have my registration on my phone. You know how you can do that through the app?
Oh, can you?
Yeah, because I have Progressive, and then I was like, I can show you on my phone. He goes, okay, and then he's like, you know, it's okay. He goes, I really like. He pretty much said like he didn't give a fuck, and I was like, then why are you asking for it then if you don't give a fuck? Like it's registered under my name.
Yeah.
What the
And then he was doing his thing for a while. He came back, had me sign the ticket. He's like, I only put you down for 60, even though I caught you going 70. And I'm like, okay. And then he started walking away, and then he came back and put his hands on my window. He's like, so where are you going?
What the fuck?
What happened after that?
I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go visit family today, cause like my bag full of like my clothes and stuff, like it was all in the front seat.
Yeah.
So he just like, and it wasn't like, I don't want to come off saying that he was trying to flirt, cause I don't know if that's what it was. But he was friendly. He was just like, so where are you going? After he was already getting ready to walk away.
Was he younger or older?
He was an older man. Maybe in his like 50s.
Oh hell no! That's scary
Hey.
because were you in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, I was in the middle of nowhere with orchards and.
Dude, you know what's crazy is, have you seen that TikTok where the police officer, he went in the back seat to go get head? You saw that,
Yeah,
right?
he locked himself
locked
inside,
himself
yeah.
inside in the car,
Yep.
and so he had to call another police officer to come get him out,
Yep.
and he got fired.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That's
crazy. Hey, these officers, man, there's some sick-minded old men.
And I guess he like turned off his body cam to like, dude, that shit's crazy.
And I think that can't you get in trouble for turning that off, your body cam?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He can.
Crazy.
Because he stopped someone for was it prostitution?
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And he was gonna check something in the back.
Yeah.
And
No
he ended up sitting in the back seat, and the door just closes on him. But I think he did get hit, no? Or
Something
Not
like
sure.
that. Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly. We don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I don't know why you need to be all the way
Wow.
back there, but okay.
well, I seen it. He got locked
Yeah.
up for a few hours. Wasn't it a
This
few
is
hours?
wild to know.
Yeah, couple hours.
Yeah,
couple
because
hours.
no one couldn't. Yeah.
Not to transition randomly, but I was like looking at your pants, right? And I was like, oh, me and Kayla had this debate before. Do you guys wash your pants after every use?
Yes.
You have to.
What the?
Mine looks
That's
all
gross.
faded, yeah.
Okay.
And then I buy new
Oh,
ones
yeah.
after.
I don't wear pants though.
But you air dry them. Wash it and then air dry it.
So I
it
wash
doesn't
mine in
fade.
air dry, right? And I
Yeah.
put it in cold water, but I don't wash my pants after every use. It depends on where we go.
Aren't you like peeing and pooping every day?
You know what that's like similar to?
What?
Is like coming home after being outside all day and like just sitting on your bed. That's what it's giving.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because it's pants specifically for me, because I'm very picky about how my pants are treated. So like obviously you do the in and out, you wash them, you dry them, you hang dry them. But like for whatever reason, I wash them like every other use.
I can't. Yeah,
But
no,
it just
me.
depends
we're
what I'm doing.
outside
Like
though.
if I'm in somewhere where it's dirty, okay. But if like let's say me and her, we get ready, we go out to go out, and then we happen to just go to dinner and then come back home, I'm not washing them.
I'm washing them because you know whose nasty ass is all over the fucking booth that you're sitting
Damn.
at.
Okay, wait. Going on that too. Have you seen that debate of? Okay. Okay, hold up. How do you guys wash? How do you wash yourself in the shower? What do you do when you shower?
like exfoliate.
No, I know, but like, what are your steps?
Oh, well, I get in there.
Speak
and
closer to the mic.
Oh, I use a washcloth, and then
Yeah.
after my washcloth, I do a loofah,
Hey, yes.
shampoo, conditioner. You
Mhm.
know, I'm doing my face,
Okay.
my Cetaphil or whatever it's called, and then the other one, the La Roche one.
Damn, you be doing hella steps.
I have a lot of steps.
Me
too.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I don't know. I mean, I scrub behind my ear,
Okay.
my neck.
Y-
I
yeah.
make sure you're going like, you know, like just scrub
Yeah.
between. Make sure you scrub your
Behind your knees.
your knees and your ankle, cause right here you get dirt. You feel, cause when you're sweating and shit.
Okay.
and-
What about you?
You know what? Really quick, I like that you said a washcloth and a loofah because I know girls
Uh-huh.
they use loofahs for their uki like,
Oh.
and you're supposed to be gentle down there. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to use a loofah for
Yeah,
your
I don't
vagina.
use my loofah then.
Yeah, and so I use a washcloth, but I feel like I'm the only person I know that does this. I have to put like Dawn soap in my shower because I have to wash my hands.
I do too.
Yeah, I
do
have to
too.
wash my hands before I do anything. Before I wash my hair, wash my face, because I'm like, your hands are dirty.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go and wash your face with
Yeah.
dirty hands.
Yeah.
People think it's okay.
No, I wash my hands too. I also do double of everything.
Yeah.
Really.
I have to, cause like I know there's some people who like wash their hair, wipe their body, and they're done.
Mm-hmm.
I do twice of everything, because like I smell. Like Kayla tells me this all the time. When I go outside, I have that outside smell. And she says like even if I do it, like I still smell,
Really.
which is like it's in my skin or something. I don't know.
I have to do like my hair first, my face,
Yes.
wash my body,
Yeah.
and then wash my hands again.
Okay. Do
Oh,
you do
yeah.
your face stuff in the shower or no?
Yeah.
You do.
And I also brush my teeth in the shower too.
Okay, I don't like that.
Really?
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't know, bro. I don't like that. Just spitting. I don't know, cause if I spit,
Just
it's
spit it down
gonna,
the drain.
no, that's just gonna get all over me.
Bruh.
It's gonna get washed off.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. What about you?
I have a very long, lengthy.
Okay, because I've
shower
always
routine.
wondered why the hell girls' showers take way longer.
Okay, so
Especially if
before
you're not
I-
shaving.
Exfoliate.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Before I
Take out the dead
okay, you
skin.
guys mentioned the washcloth and the loofah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a first step before those two, and it's dry brushing.
Oh.
I have strawberry
yeah,
skin, and I'm trying to get rid of it, right?
Wait,
So it's like
what,
the
what is
ingrown.
that?
It's like it's like a wood circle, and it has like spikes on it.
Okay.
It's like spiky bristles, and basically I dry brush my whole skin first, so no water on, just dry brushing in the
Okay.
tub, right? That's like exfoliating my
Yes, of
skin.
course.
Yeah.
So I'm dry brushing everywhere, not the oaky area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, I turn the water on, and then I have like an exfoliated like it's kind of like a washcloth.
I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. I have
yeah,
that.
I have that,
know
and
what
then I
you're
also
talking
have a loofah
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
So first I wet my hair, and then I
Yeah.
wash my face, right, ears and everything, and then that's when I go in with the exfoliating washcloth everywhere. I use Dove with that, and then with my loofah, I use a a body scrub like little liquid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
What?
How often do you guys switch out your loofahs though? Because those hold a lot of bacteria.
Every
You
week or
gotta-
2 weeks?
Yeah, you gotta clean it out every 2 weeks or a week. or
I'm not even
2
gonna lie. I'll use it once and that's it.
weeks. Yeah.
Wait, your
I-
loofah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you be
Especially if
stocking
you
up
get
on
on
loofah?
teeth.
Yeah,
I'd be
'cause
s-
it does like have a lot of
Bacteria.
bacteria.
I
One
do.
and done.
I do it like once a week or every 2 times a week. or
So where do
something
you
like
get
that.
yours then? If you're one and done, you get the cheap ones.
Marshalls, they have like the packs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for like $3.
Hey, that's not. I should start doing that.
Well,
Yeah.
because have you seen those TikToks where some people are saying some people don't? They just let the water run down their legs and that's clean.
Ugh.
Oh hell.
Oh,
no.
If my
dirty.
body-
Their butt, like they just spread their cheek. No, dude. I wonder, do you guys like scrub the butthole and all that? Because I know I do.
I use my hand and then
I know.
use
I
my
put soap,
loofah.
a little bit of
Yeah.
soap, and then I.
Did y'all hear that?
What?
You use your hand and then you use your loofah?
She's all.
Well, wait, how the fuck? Hey, how do you do it?
I use a washcloth to freaking get it in there.
my hand. Hold on.
That's why I got Dawn soap.
Wait, so you're washing your dirty ass with your hand? Do you wash your hand though?
Well, yeah, that's why I got soap. That's why you
But-
said that you got soap.
Yeah, but what's you like? Is it like your body wash soap,
Oh,
or
you-
do you actually have soap, like antibacterial? Because think about it, you're
Both.
fucking
Yeah.
okay. Because I think about it this way, you're fucking shit particles. Whatever
Okay,
you're like.
hold up. I don't want to hear nothing about it. If y'all girls wearing thongs, and
I ain't wearing thongs.
no, I know, but like girls who wear thongs and go number 2 and then still stick it up their butt, like
Ugh.
That's
That's
crazy.
me is a no thong person.
They said that you can't. You shouldn't trust people who sleep butt naked because when they fart, there's poop particles going on.
Yeah,
Their head
I
cheeks.
heard that.
Sorry, babe.
I know. I feel bad now.
Well,
I
that's
sleep
gross.
naked
Hey.
sometimes.
Bro, I sleep naked all the time.
It's comfortable.
It
I
is.
know.
I'm one of them
Yeah,
bitches.
pink eye the next day. Nah.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Do y'all sleep with socks on or off?
Off.
I have to. Yeah, I know. Thank God I was the only one. I have to take my socks
Yeah.
off.
You know
I
what's
can't sleep with
crazy?
socks
Before I used to be a socks on person, so I would literally be up in bed wearing nothing but the Nike long socks.
Hell no.
Butt naked with long socks.
Yeah. Cause oh, I don't know if this is weird or not. I don't like comforter. I like sheets
Same.
Why?
because it's too heavy.
That's why I have to take off my clothes.
Well, no. Yeah. Take off your clothes, yeah. But like, I don't like the heaviness on it. Like,
Gotcha.
so I literally the sheet, thin ass sheet.
Yeah.
I like that feeling, and I think it's softer personally. So
Okay.
if I could, I would sleep with nothing. But like, you know that comfort feeling where you just want something on top of you,
Yeah.
and the sheet is like a perfect like,
Mm.
you know.
Okay. Do you guys sleep with fan on or off?
Fan on.
Even in the winter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same.
Literally.
yeah.
Or I'll have the window open at least.
I have to. I get hot in my sleep.
Dude, you know, I hate it too because like Kayla doesn't like, or she likes the heater on in the winter, and I'm very much so I want to be freezing cold.
Me too.
I want to be
I-
freezing cold. I
yeah.
want to wear sweaters and like sweats to sleep. I don't want like I don't know.
Hell no.
No?
Mm-mm.
Wait, why?
I like being cozy and shit.
Nah, bro. I like to be cold, bro.
I'm on that.
And then I don't know. Maybe it's because we grew up. Our grandma's heater didn't work, so like,
Yeah.
I'm so used to wearing like
No
fucking
PG
like
though.
4 blankets and just like wearing a sweater to sleep and sweats just
Oven
waking
open.
up.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, is that good? That's not good for you, no?
We used to do it all the time, remember?
I know, but isn't
The
there
oven open?
carbon
Yeah.
monoxide that comes out of it?
Gas. Not
Gas.
it's just gas. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys about that story about how okay, so me and Kayla had went out to the club one night and then we came home and our carbon monoxide alarm was going off. And I was like, bro, what the hell? And then what's crazy is we had a friend that was staying with us that week, and I call her and I'm like, hey, like, where you at? And she's like, oh, I'm at like so and so's house. And I was like, oh, okay, just want to make sure you're safe because the carbon monoxide alarm was going off and I thought you were in here. Imagine that, bro.
It's a silent killer right there.
No, it is. And so we had the what is it called? Fire department came and the ambulance had came. They asked if we wanted to get checked in the ambulance, and I was like, nah, like we're good. They had went in, they had checked the whole entire house, and they
Did
said
you guys
it was
have
fine.
headaches or what?
No.
Because whenever I take a 911 and I get like someone calling for a carbon monoxide, we don't send an ambulance unless like someone is feeling like headache or dizziness, because it'll cause that.
Okay. Well, because me and her like, what the hell? So we go inside and once we go inside, Kayla opens up all the windows. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that helps and she turned
Yeah.
on the fan, but I mean, I still feel like, isn't it like a right away killer type of thing? Like when you open the door and like it just hits you.
No,
don't
No.
you?
It takes time.
Yeah.
People probably just sleep through it.
That's why
That's how they
it's
die,
a
yeah.
silent killer, because like people they fall asleep doing that.
You can't really smell it.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
gas you can't smell.
Yeah, because I remember it was during the winter, and I remember Kayla was so scared. We left all the windows open at night, and we literally slept underneath the window
Really?
because she was scared. Come to find out, it was my fault.
What happened?
So we had thrown like a party at our house, right? And we had bonfire pits, and I was cleaning up the backyard, and I put the bonfire pits in the garage.
And you weren't ventilating it or anything, huh?
Mm-mm. And you know what's crazy about that is before we went out that night, we were sitting in the garage for at least a couple hours, maybe 4 hours, with our friends, just talking about like, you know, the night before. And
That's like smoke inhalation, isn't it? Like you can die from that.
we were literally sitting in the garage. You know how we have that
Yeah.
little area? We were literally just sitting there, and I had the bonfire pits right there because I guess so I had watered down the bonfire pits, but it was still releasing.
Yeah.
But it was completely like there was no coals, no like, you know, everything was completely done, but it was still releasing the
Damn,
monoxide.
dude.
And so literally we were sitting there before we went to the club. We showered, got ready, went to the club, and then we
Not
came.
only that, but what if it had sparked again?
But I was just confused why when we were sitting in the garage, why the alarm didn't go off to begin with.
Maybe it took some time. I don't know.
And then they had told us, maybe it was like you just need to upgrade your carbon monoxide. And I was like, bitch. Anyway.
Damn.
Yeah. Did you have any more questions from the previous one?
Honestly, I think we answered.
Did we
them
answer
all, yeah.
them? Let me see. Okay, this is a random thought I had in my notes. Why are they called training bras?
To get your girls used to wearing them
No, I know, but like, so what's a regular bra then?
with like
It
the
has the
padding,
lining,
the
the
wire,
wire.
all that good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, because I was like, is it training the boob to do something or something?
You're dumb.
I was like, no, then I was like, is it molding it or is it like, what is a training bra? Did you guys ever use training bras, by the way?
Yeah, I thought I was a bad bitch too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, what age did you guys start using training bras? Because like as someone who doesn't have kids, I'm just like, how do you like what age are you supposed to like let
Sixth
them
grade.
Yeah, I think I was around like 9, 10,
You start
6th grade.
developing.
Wait, were you
Yeah.
guys growing at that time?
No,
You know
but
when it
you
starts to
get-
look like
Yeah.
like a little mountain
Looks
sticking
like a
out,
Hershey Kiss.
like a Madonna. Yeah.
A melted one.
Because personally, do you want your kid walking around looking like they have giant nipples, right?
Mhm.
Or do you want them to have some kind of coverage?
Cover.
Yeah,
Dude, honestly, I feel like
Flatten
those
it
training
out.
bras didn't work. Like
they do. They flatten it out a little.
Yeah.
barely. Okay, because I don't think I started wearing training bras. Actually, no, 7th or 8th grade maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
I was in like 4th grade.
until I started wearing or until I started doing sports. But you know, when I was a kid, I thought I was a boy and I'd always go shirtless everywhere, which I feel
Oh,
like is
yeah.
you know like
I remember they were saying your mom was saying something about that when we were little, and that
what.
that you would just take out your shirt like a boy and stuff.
Bro.
Yeah.
Because I would always be wearing like the wife beaters and I would just take it off. I was like, I don't need this. Like, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. When you think about it, like at our age now, what do you think about like if you saw like a little girl just with her shirt off? It's like what?
I
You
don't
know?
know what the fuck is going on.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I had a ponytail too during that age. 6th grade. I had long hair, but I'd always wanted a ponytail, and I always would have my shirt off, and I would put it in the back of my pocket, bro.
With some basketball shorts.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
Would
that's
anyone
so
tell you
embarrassing.
anything?
No, I think they thought I was a boy or something.
Bruh.
Because
They're
also
like- they
the way
probably
that
thought
my
you
name
knew.
spelled, they probably thought my name was Elijah, which I got that a lot. They're like, Elijah? And I'm like, no.
Damn.
But, okay. So, I need you guys. So, I had this curiosity, right? Because you girls are something different. So, what does it mean when you guys say, let's go with the flow?
Is that not like what the sentence?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, it means exactly
Go
that.
with the flow. Like I'm just chilling. I'm vibing with what.
What
we're
does
doing.
that mean, though, on a deeper level? What the hell does that mean? When you're talking to someone and you say, yo, let's just go with the flow.
Just see where things take us. And if the vibes are good, then we'll continue.
Okay. But to me, that's saying, hey, kind of, let's just go with the flow, meaning you don't really want anything serious.
Okay, so give me a scenario then, because we're talking. So, is this like to turn into an actual
Okay.
relationship, like dating and then becoming
Okay,
like?
me and you start dating, right?
Okay.
What is it that you want out of this relationship? Oh, I just want to go with the flow.
Oh, see, that's
So-
like uncertainty. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
what's the difference between saying, if we had that conversation, right, and I was like, hey, let's just go with the flow, versus saying, oh, like I kind of want a relationship, but I just want to see how this goes. But a lot of girls say, let's just go with the flow instead of explaining what it is that they want. So when someone says, let's go with the flow, what do you guys think it means?
that they don't know what the fuck they want.
Just
That's
neutral.
exactly what that
Yeah.
means.
Does that mean that they want you as a situationship or?
Probably.
They're not over
Damn.
Yeah. That they're not looking for something serious. They're just going with the flow, meaning that they're never gonna
You're
commit.
probably the
Let's-
rebound or something.
The
Okay.
back burner buddy.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they will say, let's just go with the flow. And I feel like there's an underlying message that you guys are saying, right? But before I had given you that scenario, what did you think it meant?
I just thought it meant like go with the flow. Like, oh, what are the plans today? Like,
Oh, no,
Like, I'll
I-
do whatever
yeah.
you choose.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
meant
know.
I meant like in a relationship when you have that conversation and someone says, let's go with the flow. So you think that they don't
don't want to commit. Like they
Yeah,
just
no
they don't know what they
commitment.
want. Yeah.
Okay, so someone says, let's go with the flow. It's because they don't know what they want.
Yeah, because if they really wanted to be with you, they would be upfront and fucking say that shit. Like, what do you want to do? And I want to be in a relationship. I want to do this with you. I want to do that. You know?
I
Okay.
wouldn't be with someone that says let's go with the flow because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing then?
Yeah.
Wait, Van, why though? What is it?
I'm ready. They not. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like pretty much.
Period.
Okay,
I'm
Kayla?
ready. Promotion. Huh?
What do you think it means? Same thing?
Yeah, I can't think of any other like way to describe it.
That's just wasting my time at that point. Like, what do you mean go with the flow? I thought we were on the same page.
Okay, wait. Have you guys ever used let's go with the flow then?
Hell no.
Yes, I have.
Oh.
You have? Okay, why did you say it? Is
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit shallow, and I was like, I don't think he's that cute.
Oh.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to like.
oh, okay. So was it because you were bored? Then you said let's go with the flow, and then you just wanted them there for just.
Yeah, and like low key, like I was like, I had other opportunities. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I'm just like,
Because I've used that once, and I truly meant it.
okay, what do you mean by you truly meant it? What
Like
did you mean?
I truly meant like let's go with the flow, as in I'm not sure what I want of this. I would want it to be something, but I'm just gonna see how we interact first before I even like. So, basically, it was like we had talked about it, and we haven't gone on a first date yet. But we were just talking, and she had said, what is it that you guys want?" I was like, "Oh, like just go with the flow and see where it goes."
Okay.
And to me, that's more of like, oh, like I truly just want to see how we interact first to see if we even match. And then going from there, I can see whether or not if this is something I would want to pursue. So it's kind of like, oh, let's just go with the flow for now until we go to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I truly meant that. And because I said that, like how you guys are saying, oh, they really don't like me. Maybe I screwed up and I used the wrong term, because how we were talking about in the previous episodes is like I've never really been in a situation where I'm like, oh, well, this is my boundary. Like, this is what I want. I never been in a situation where I'm like, where someone just asks me straight up, what is it that you want? And I'm just like, whoa.
So they took it the wrong way.
I didn't know how to answer it because it's my first time answering that question. And I was like, oh, well, like, I don't know if I want a relationship or if I want a friendship, or like, I just want to see how our chemistry is. Like, that's what I meant when I said, let's go with the flow. But that's because that was my first time answering it. But now that I hear other people saying it in different circumstances, I'm like, damn, so what does it mean then? So I used it in the wrong sense when I didn't mean to. So that's what I'm saying.
I guess it just depends on the scenario, like, or with the person. I don't know.
Damn. So y'all think I fumbled that one?
Do you think you fumbled?
No. I'm glad. Anyway. Okay, what does it mean when you guys say, I'm not mentally ready to date? I'm mentally not there. What does that mean?
Exactly what you said.
They're not healed.
Mentally, my brain is telling me it's not that time yet.
But
For me personally,
Yeah.
because I don't want to put up with it.
Okay, see, for me, when you guys say I'm mentally not ready to date, you just don't want to date me.
I wouldn't say that to someone I wouldn't want to. If I'm telling you that, that means I'm interested, but I'm just not ready yet. But I'm still trying to court you.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying if you're mentally not ready to date, you're saying what? That you want to date, but you are not in the right
I'm not in the
mindset?
right headspace at the time, yeah.
Okay.
mentally.
So then what are you... Okay, Tillie?
That's how I would use it. I don't know.
So really quick to bounce off of that, if you want to date this person but you're not in the right headspace to date that person, why are you talking to that person?
Oh, I need to know this.
Okay. So the reason why I would say that, like, I'm not mentally ready, but I'm like attracted to you.
Yeah.
That means like maybe I'll give you like that option to whether you want to stay and wait for me, like play the waiting game, or find someone else.
Okay, how long do you expect them to wait?
Yeah.
That's on them. Honestly,
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
on
still
them.
not mentally there and I I'm telling them that, that's me being transparent with them. They can decide if they want to like go their separate way or stay.
How long does it take you to mentally be there?
You can't. No.
Or do you...
I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Like there was a guy
Inevitable,
playing a waiting
yeah.
game for a long time, and it didn't go any further because I ended up getting back with my ex. So, but I told him, I said, hey, like, I'm not mentally prepared for that, and I'm not ready for a new relationship yet. Like, and he understood, and he chose to wait. Yeah.
Damn. Tillie, what does it mean?
Wait, what was the question again? One more
What
time?
does it mean when you guys say I'm not mentally ready to date?
Like, do you mean that
I
as
just
like?
want to whore around sometimes.
Yeah, honestly, if I were to
Yeah.
hear that, that means that. Well,
I want to keep my options open.
yeah, exactly that.
think
So,
that's how it
okay,
is?
so are you, so you guys are saying, so nothing is wrong with you mentally. You just don't want to date that person and you need an excuse.
It's not me. It's actually you.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
never
wait,
used
for
it
real?
that way.
Well, low key.
I don't know.
I
Man.
have never used it in that way.
I know, me neither.
Van, what is yours? What does it mean?
I mean, like I said, like, I just want to be on my own shit, you know? Like,
Okay,
I want to get it out the way before I hurt someone's feelings doing it during the relationship.
Smart.
wait, hold on.
you
Speak
know?
closer to the mic. I have something to ask you. Okay, so you're saying that you want to hold around still. So you're gonna say I'm mentally not ready to date because you want to get it out of your system.
It's not that I want to get it out of my system. It's just that I've just met them.
Do you feel like you're gonna miss out on something?
I feel like I missed out on a lot. I don't know.
Are there just other obstacles do you think you could face alone without someone?
I feel like I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Even though
So you're gonna say I'm not mentally ready, but I'm gonna talk to you.
No,
Wait.
I don't know.
Like, see, that's where
I mean, if they want to. Nah.
see, that's where it gets confusing to me because it's like there's a lot of girls who seek a relationship, but then when it comes down to asking them and they say, "Oh, I'm not mentally ready," then why are you even trying to create these relationships in the first place?
Yeah.
That's why when someone says, "I'm mentally not ready," then why the hell did you hit me up?
they're
Also,
looking to just fuck
it's
around.
okay.
Yeah. Like, let's just say, like, me and you, we just started talking, and I'm like, yo, like, I like you. It's been like a couple weeks. I like you, but I'm not mentally ready to date. And it's like, why did you give so much time and energy, and then come
Because they want to toy around with your
Imagine.
feelings.
I thought you were being nice to me.
So when someone says they're not mentally ready to date, wait, what the hell did you just say right now?
What did you just be nice to me?
Oh hell.
Oh my god, you just triggered me right now. Okay. So when someone says they're not mentally ready to date, guys, it's because they want to mess around and they're okay. Then that's the thing is like for me, I would appreciate it if someone just said straight up, "Hey, I just want to fuck around."
I would love to hear that. If
I would
someone told
love
me that,
to hear that. Respect. I respect you, and I will agree. Like, all right, cool, same. We're both on the same page. But I don't know if people have that shame that they don't want to say it. Okay, now going on to that, have you guys ever used that? I'm not mentally ready to date.
Yeah.
You guys have,
But not in that way that you guys are saying. I'm saying it my
Yeah.
way. Like,
mean-
I really wasn't mentally
Oh,
ready.
I definitely meant it that way.
I didn't say it, but I just ghosted them.
you said it or
No, I just ghosted them. Like, remember, like, I don't know. She was asking, like, what was wrong? Like, why am I ghosting her? Like, we just had a good date.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I just don't feel it.
Okay, fine. Has someone ever used it on you guys? Roles reversed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they basically wanted a husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say this out loud.
I'm dude. Yeah, someone's used it on me, and it pissed me off because they said she wasn't mentally ready, but then she kept trying to pursue other relationships, and then ended up getting with someone. And it was like, thought you mentally weren't ready. So now that's why I'm saying, like, what does it mean? So when she said that, she just basically wanted other options.
Yep.
Damn.
I was told before they weren't mentally ready, right? But we had a past kind of. But they were down for me to still give them guac
What's guac?
Yeah.
Oh.
head.
Oh, is that what you call it?
I mean, the girl.
Guac.
That guac. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Those are the only scenarios. Do you guys have any other scenarios? Do you guys have any other excuses that you would use to give subtle messages like that you don't mess with somebody? Or you
I
straight up?
see you as a friend. I'm sorry. Oh, but that's just straight
wait.
out, huh? I thought we were good friends. I don't know, like, I've said something like that before, like, hey, like, I really like our friendship.
I was
Oh,
gonna say something,
damn.
but I don't know if he watches it. And I don't think I want to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, bro, like, I don't know. Van, how would you feel if someone said,
I value our friendship more.
To me, damn,
Yeah, like-
I'd be butthurt. Especially if I'm trying to.
low-key, I feel like I would be like, oh, you want a friendship? Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yeah, like,
Sorry.
friends
And then
don't
I'm
eat
ghosting
ass.
you.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
You're like, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be your eater.
I know.
Okay,
I'm trying
fine.
to be your future.
Hey, I'm trying to role play right now. No, wait. Fuck, that always comes out wrong. Wait, no, okay. So let's say you just want a fuck buddy, right? How do you want them to come at you?
You're
God damn it.
You freak, bro.
Go.
How do I want a fuck buddy to come at me?
Like, how is it that you would want someone to approach you with that? Because, like, I feel like a lot of
Oh,
people
like
say,
asking and like clarifying. Let's be fuck buddies.
yeah.
Ooh,
Because-
I love this topic.
Because I feel like it's something that's not said, just kind of known between you two without being said.
but I want to hear it.
Because like how you said, like, oh, what we were just talking about, like, oh, I'm not mentally ready or whatever. So it's like you guys are giving like subtle hints like that to figure out that I only want you for this reason.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any experience of like how someone's came at you like that, or how you would want someone to approach you with that.
I had a friend send me a TikTok, and it was like a weird explicit song. Like basically the song was saying like, "Oh, you sexy" or something, you fine. And then he sent a question mark, and I was like, "What does this mean?" And he was like, "Oh, haha, nothing. It was a joke."
Oh,
No, it wasn't a joke. He was sending that hint.
Yeah, it's a hint.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, I would
didn't
want
like
someone
that.
to tell me like respect, because what if I want the same thing too? Like,
Okay, but it gets awkward because what if you don't want the same thing?
then that's fine.
Then you just ruin the friendship.
Nah.
How would you ask though? Just like FWB question mark?
I mean, you can feel the tension though.
Yeah, like if you just read the chemistry, not that there's like a relationship chemistry, but like how do I explain it?
Should
Like
be
like
letting
you just want to fuck.
yeah.
Like, okay, look, this is the vibe I'm getting. Is this what you're feeling too? Like, I don't want a
Yeah.
relationship, but I'm down to fuck.
Yeah, it's like a fuck
I would
buddy.
not mind. I would respect it 100%.
I love a fuck buddy.
So have y'all had
Same.
fuck buddies?
An honest one.
I wanted one, but she wanted a relationship.
Oh, those like, hey, they get into their feelings and.
Wait.
You ate
I
my
just need to know. I just need to like, just tell me straightforward, and then I'll cut the feelings out. Because if
wait.
it's not established, then I low key catch feelings.
We were talking about this. What was the question? We were
Yeah.
talking about this downstairs.
Fuck, I
about
forgot
friends with
it.
benefits.
Fuck.
Oh, it's because I mentioned like, is it a friend with benefit or a sneaky link?
Oh yeah.
What's the difference?
The sneaky link, no
So-
one,
Oh,
no one knows.
about that
Oh,
shit.
okay.
No, that's a sneaky link.
So then, but I don't get it, because like friends with benefits, like normally people don't wanting them.
Yeah, but everyone would know that you're friends though. Sneaky link is like no one even knows you guys talk to each
Yeah.
other.
So which one would you guys prefer? Friends with benefits or sneaky
A
links?
Sneaky link.
Sneaky link, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if that's my friend, like,
I don't trust that friend enough. Oh, okay, look.
I would want a friend with benefits because I don't want to have to hide you. Like, bro, if I'm trying to go to the store, like, what am I gonna do? Stay in the
Really?
car, bro? Like, go in the trunk?
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
huh.
Like, hey, I'm trying to go get fast food.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I still can't grasp the difference between a sneaky link and a friends with benefit. Like, I don't know.
It's in the name, the sneakiness.
But I like it.
It's fun.
I like the sneakiness.
Okay, so because we're talking about like how you would want someone to know if you're an F buddy, right? An F buddy is basically friends with benefits, no?
Yeah.
So then how did
That's
you
what I'm saying. Like, how do you differentiate?
well, how did you get there?
I mean, you guys both have a need. You know.
I hope you
Well, because
watch this.
Well, because I want to know how you get from being a regular friend or acquaintance to there.
Dude, I don't even remember how I had them at one point.
Same. I was like,
I'm like,
trying
how
to
did
think
that
how
even
it
start? I can't
started.
think. I can't think of how it started.
All I can think is how she sat on my bed.
So like for the it's for the younger gens who are trying to get out of the relationship and go into a friends with benefits. Because I feel like that's very hard to do. I don't know how y'all do it effortlessly. Y'all are
Yeah.
pros. Because I'm just curious how that happens. Because I've never. I don't know. I just never.
Honestly, I don't be fucking like that.
For me, it just kind of happened, and then like after, like we just like were like, hey, like,
Okay, was it like one night you guys go to a party, you guys hook up, and now you guys are friends and you guys had that stuff, and then you just kept repeating that?
pretty much, and then it comes to that question like, so what is this? And I'm like, oh, I thought we were friends.
I don't like that question.
What?
I know that question's hard. Like, what are we?
Okay,
So what are we?
why is that a hard question though?
Because, like, if it was me asking,
Feelings.
yeah, I don't want them to think that I'm catching feelings. I just genuinely want to know if they're on the same page with me. But, like, people take it wrong, and whenever you ask, I have a serious question, like, what are we? What is this? Men tend to, like, automatically think, like, oh, shit, like, she wants a relationship. She's looking for someone serious. I got a dip.
And okay.
Yeah.
So then, what's another way to rephrase that you would
I'm
give?
not looking for
Hey, we're friends,
something
right?
Serious.
We're
Just-
friends, right? We're just friends, right?
The friend zone.
We're just friends, right? But you'll still come over on
Ooh,
Saturday
ooh,
nights.
ooh, I have a good one. You guys say, hey, so I know we've been doing this you know, me and you hooking up lately. How do you feel about me trying to start finding a relationship with someone else and see what they say?
Okay.
Either
That's kind of toxic.
I get butthurt a little bit. I'm like,
But-
damn,
okay.
is this pussy not enough for you?
Wait, okay, yeah, hold on.
Pussy whip.
Hold up, but then if he likes you enough, he will say, you know what? I don't want you to do that because I only want you for myself. Okay, then what is it that you want then?
If he said that to me, I'm already in love.
But you see how I'm saying, like, you could bait him like, oh well, I'm gonna go look for something else, and depending on what he says, if he says, oh okay, then you know your answer right there. Unless
I don't think I want to know. I want to be fucking.
unless he's too pussy to say it. And he has a big ass pride and ego, then that's also a red flag that he has too big of a pride and ego. So either way,
What's up with men having these big ass fucking
I
pride
know.
egos? Just
they
fucking
think
tell
they're
me,
better
bro.
than us. Like,
Just tell me. Either you want it or you don't, and I'm cool either way.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had a real big problem with that.
What do you mean?
Before I got into a whole relationship, one of the main factors that I had to work on was having a big pride and ego, because I would not say what I wanted because I had a big pride and ego. And that's why she always had to fish it out of me. Like, what is it that you want? Why do you feel this way? And like, I would just start crying, not crying, but like, you know, like getting teared up, like, dude, I don't know. But like, I didn't want to say it. And I was like, bro, I don't.
Well, what did you want to say deep down?
I never said it. I never said it. And then we took a so-and-so break. Not really. We broke up and then got back together. But then it was just kind of weird because it was during the same time that I had lost like someone in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously when you lose someone in your life, you have this epiphany of like, damn, I wish I would have said all the things that I needed to say to this person. And then you think of all the well, for me, I thought of all the conversations I wish I would have had instead of holding it back in, because I was scared of what was going to be said and how it was going to be perceived. But then at the end of the day, I would rather live with, you know,
Getting it off your chest.
than like what ifs. I hate what ifs. So now if I say something, I'm gonna say it, and sometimes it doesn't come out. You guys know me, it doesn't come out. But for me,
Yeah, let's role play.
for me, it doesn't come out ever the way that I want it to be. But I always say, like, I would rather have said it than not said it at all. And so now I say everything, which sometimes isn't a good thing. So, but hey, I don't know. Had you guys ever been in that scenario where you're like, damn?
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything in your life that made you switch something besides death? It could be like anything else as well.
Yeah.
Or if it has been death, can you explain what?
Wait, that?
Well, or it doesn't have to be death, but it could be like something else, like an ending of
Something
something
monumental in your
Yeah.
life.
that like
me,
switched the way that you thought.
I was a pushover before. I would let everyone walk over me, but it's because I'm not confrontational. Like, I don't like making people feel bad.
Speak a little closer though.
You feel like yeah, but then one of my good friends was like, you need to step your ground, you know, and say no to people that take advantage of you. So that's what I've been doing, like building boundary now. So I feel like I changed. That's why now I feel like I'm more mature than before. So, but I mean, I'm still learning, I guess.
I'm trying to think of what else. Anything for you?
Yeah. So we've touched on the issues like with my mom, like in the past. So I remember we were already grown adults. We happened to run into our mom or whatever, and she just told us the same thing that she would always tell us when we were kids. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry for being like not around in your life. But I want to build a relationship with you. I want to do better. I want to do all these things and see you more often and like get to know you. And then I'm already a fucking adult. That never happened. Another empty promise. So I was like, you know what? That's it. Like, she really don't give a fuck. All love. But, you know, and I think that was like, because before when I would talk about her, I used to get teary-eyed, emotional, like why doesn't my mom like want to be around? But now I'm just like, and it made me a little bit cold-hearted. I'm not gonna lie.
I could see
In
that.
certain situations.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You?
like a thing that altered my brain chemistry, kind of.
Yeah.
Like a turning point.
Yeah.
Okay. I was really, really close to a family member, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically one day we had a falling out. Like, it was really horrible. It was around the time I think we lost our great grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone was at her house. This family member ended up getting really fucked up, like drunk. And that same night, she decided to bring her boyfriend, who has never met our family, around. Right. So she got fucked up, couldn't take care of herself, and I felt kind of bad because this is the first time he's meeting the family. So I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll take care of her. You know, like just chill on the couch. You know, it's fine. But she got so fucked up that she just, you know what? Do you guys believe the saying, drunk words or sober thoughts?
Yeah. We've talked about that. Yeah.
So basically, she was just like, just going off on me out of nowhere, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna leave because, you know, I'm gonna let her have her moment.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this when you're sober, right? So the next day comes, she's sober, and I ask her straight out. I'm like, do you know what you said to me yesterday? She goes, yeah. I was like, is that how you felt? Is that how you really feel?
Damn. She said that with her chest.
Yeah, no, we went to the room. Like, we're alone at this point, right? So I'm like, is that how you felt? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, well, do you want to, like, reflect on it? Do you want to tell me why? Like, come on, like, tell me, like, get it out now instead of being, like, holding it back and, you know, treating me a certain way because of it. And she flat out told me, like, I don't see you the way that you see me. I may be your number one choice when it comes to family and friendship and other things, but for me, you're like lower. You're below my boyfriend. You're below my best friend.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, if I were to, if I had, say I was in an emergency or something, and the first person I would think to call would be her.
But you're not the same. But
she's-
it's not the
She
same.
said, she basically said, you're not the same for me. I would call someone else. That's what she said. She said, I don't see you the same way. You know, I've always felt weird around you. I just try to act normal, but I don't really see you like that. I don't fuck with you,
Dude,
basically.
that's like
Wait.
gut wrenching.
It was gut wrenching. I
Wait,
was like,
wait. I'm so confused why you would even say that to someone because, like why does that?
She's just telling you how unimportant you are.
Yeah.
Why does that need to be said though?
Yeah.
That's the thing is like that's something that you keep to yourself. Like I understand you feel that way,
Sorry.
but what do
It's
you
okay.
mean when someone says, "I feel weird around you"?
yeah.
What does
I've
that
always-
mean?
I've always felt weird around you. You know, I don't really fuck with you the way that you fuck with me. I just try to play nice, like, because we're around family and all that. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
And that's from family.
That's from
So
family.
which is
Blood.
crazy.
That's blood.
And this is the reason why I tell you guys I don't fuck with my family like that. I view my friends more of family. I mean, obviously there's like certain people in my family, but when I tell you I don't be coming around my family like that, I be gone for years unless I have to.
They be snakes, bro. So, yeah.
That's crazy. I've
and her
never heard
never-
no crap like that shit.
That person doesn't deserve you in their fucking life. Fuck that shit.
Dude, they even brought up my past fucking friendships and everything just to, like, you know how she was saying, like, oh, you're this unimportant to me? That's why you don't have a lot of friends. That's why these bitches don't fuck
Okay,
with you.
but yeah, you know it's
That's why your parents kicked you out.
but it's funny because she's projecting something in
Yeah,
her
she's
life.
probably just
So,
jealous.
which is kind of funny because, dude, honestly, I'm so unserious. I'm the type of person, if you would have told me some shit like that, I would be laughing, bro. And I'm like, damn, who hurt you? Like,
Dude, that shit hurt though. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like from the person you thought was you were the closest to. I was just like,
And what
I
do you
gotta
even say
go.
in that situation? Like,
I
what
don't
do
know.
you-
I didn't even know what to say at the end. She just thought she ate. She was like,
you know
Oh,
what?
think you ate?
I know who
No.
you're talking about, though, and she's always been one for theatrics, so.
That's
So.
like that's fucking low. Like
That's crazy.
it hurt a lot, and so we didn't talk for like I think over a year. And even when we rekindle our like relationship here
weird.
and there, I don't trust her anymore. She'll never gain my trust again.
I have a question about that. Okay, have you guys ever been to an AA meeting?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I
Yes.
have too.
plenty of time.
I have too. Okay.
Hey, we went together.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Hold up. Okay. So they have the 12-step process shit, right?
dead.
And you know how one of them is to like make amends with the people you hurt? I was listening to a podcast and I thought it was interesting because supposedly it's supposed to help them, but it doesn't help the other person because the way that he explained it to me is like, oh yeah, people in AA, they have these 12 steps and part of their steps is to basically go to someone that they wronged and tell them like, hey, like, I don't know, I'm sorry, or try to rekindle some sort of like, or just kind of end something with a closure. Isn't
Wait,
it?
did you go for yourself too?
What? No.
What?
Wait,
Because
what?
I just want to clear the air. They're gonna think like, damn, these bitches went to AA meetings. Like, are they?
Wait.
Yeah, let's clarify.
No. I'm gonna clarify. I've
Okay.
only been.
time.
This is
Ollie.
bad.
I went
I'm
for a
12
friend.
years.
Yeah.
I had went for a family member as
Yeah.
well, but I also, it was part of like when I was going to when I was going to university, it was part of one of my classes where I had to go and I had to observe because anyway, that's for school.
I went when I was a kid.
Me too.
Yeah,
I remember the hot
yeah.
cocoa in the back of the room.
for
Did y'all remember that?
for what?
There's always hot cocoa or something in the back
yeah.
of the room.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand it. It was in Spanish.
Work it till you work it till you work it or something like that. Okay. Anyway, where was I going with that? Okay, yeah. So I was listening to a podcast and they were basically saying that, okay, like imagine if that was you and someone that did you wrong went up to you and was like, hey, I'm going to like, my AA meetings and I just want to say like, I'm sorry for doing you wrong. That's supposed to help them on their recovery, but that wouldn't help me.
I feel like you're only doing it because you have to.
It's like a
And it's
selfish
beneficial to the
level.
one person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not beneficial for the other person. Let's just say, like, for example, in your example, let's just say your cousin, was it? Or
Yeah.
whoever? Your cousin was like, hey, like, I'm sorry for what I said. Does that help you or does that help them?
Fuck your sorry.
What would you say? Would it help you, though? Would it help you feel better?
It depends. If they only said it
Yeah.
like that, there is no words to describe what they did. If they're not saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for what I did." If they're just straight up like, "Oh, I'm sorry for what happened."
Yeah.
Nah, that's not cool.
Wait,
they're-
what? That's not okay? Okay, because I was going to say it would be worse if they said, hey, like, I have to do this, so
Oh
sorry.
no, I'm saying that
that's
sucks. But if
bad.
they're not acknowledging what they did in the first place and they're just saying like flat out like, "I'm sorry," and that's it, that's weird. Like, no, that's just a benefit to them.
I will say I have done that a few times. I feel like I've talked about it a little bit on the podcast. I've run into some people that I've seen, like, I don't know, out in public, and I'll be like, hey, like, I just want to let you know, like, I know when I was younger, I was kind of an asshole, and I know you're one of the people I didn't treat as well. And, obviously I was going through shit at the time.
But that sounds sincere though. Like if it's
It
not,
is sincere because I have come across some people where I'm just like, damn, dude, like, I kind of feel bad for treating, like, especially because I knew that back then I wasn't in a good spot and I know I treated you because I was projecting my whatever onto them. And so, like, I would tell them, like, hey, I'm sorry. And a lot of them are like, dude, like, I understand. I get it. We were young, like, whatever. And I'm like, cool. Feels good for me. Hope it feels good for you.
if it was like,
And then I'll buy them, like, a shot. Because
See,
normally
that's
we're
sincere. You're
'cause-
explaining what happened
Yeah.
and you did something after. That's an act of kindness. That's really
Okay.
nice.
Well, because I've done that before, but, like, I don't know if they would have taken it the wrong way because, like, how I'm saying, like, oh, it doesn't help the other person. But,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't need to bring it up, but for me, to clear my conscience, I guess it was kind of selfish because I was like, dude, I need to get this off my chest because I
Yeah.
see you right now.
Well, whenever you explain it that way and you like give them the explanation, like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys ever done that, though? Or no?
No.
Ollie, I've done it to you.
Have you really?
Yeah, me and Ollie
Yeah.
fell out.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember.
She doesn't
why.
remember, but it was a time where there was just like that built up little resentment.
I don't remember why. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, because I don't see family at all. When you sent me that text, I was like, okay. Like, dude, it's been over. I just don't come around. Like, okay.
Yeah. It was just in my brain because I was like, I'm moving back. You know, I'm gonna be around family more often instead of being in LA. So I was like, I'm just gonna bring it up.
Yeah. I mean, we only saw each other on holidays anyways. That's
I
why
know.
that's why I was like, dude, I just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Let me see if I had any other questions on that.
But it's never been as bad as the other cousins, I will say. I've never fought as bad. Or I've never fought Ollie that bad.
Have you ever fist fought your cousins?
No.
Oh.
Ollie would bite people though, bruh.
Huh?
Ollie's crazy.
All you would throw
Wait.
hot dogs.
I remember,
No.
dude, when we were kids, Ellie would always do this to me.
Oh, she did that to me too. Got your ass.
Yeah, she would do that.
Hey, you know what I would love to do is I love to like grab people behind their neck and squeeze.
Aw.
That shit hurts.
She did that to me like pressure point.
Yeah.
Dude, you were an asshole as a kid.
She would even
low-key.
put her butt cheeks on my mom's face.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel bad. There was. I don't want to say how bad of a kid I was, bro.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna.
Hey, you know what's a secret? But I'm just gonna spill it on here because I think it's hilarious. I was babied by my grandma so much. I think I drank out of a baby bottle or like a sippy cup until I was like
Wait, which grandma? Our grandma?
Yeah.
Or- oh.
Our grandma. Probably till I was probably like, I don't know, 11.
Damn.
Let me see your
Did
teeth.
you say that?
How are your teeth not that fucked up from that?
And you
Well,
like
no.
were acted all hard as a kid.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I didn't. I slept with our grandparents until I was like fucking 15, bro. What do you mean? I literally slept in the
Not
middle of my
wrong.
grandma and grandpa till I was 15.
Yeah, but I feel like you always act all
in the
hard.
morning.
I know.
So-
Let me sleep on my grandpa.
Well, no, it wasn't like all the time. It's just like whenever I wanted to watch TV and I just wanted like a slow drip, I would just put in the bottle. I would just kind of like kick my feet and like bite on the nipple and just kind of like. It's because I like to chew like on things. It was like a sensory thing for me. I only did it when I was at my grandparents' house. Okay.
Bro.
That's crazy.
She's like goo goo.
11 years old, huh?
Hey, well, dude, how old was I? I was still sitting on grandma's lap for a long time. I was still like 16.
Wait.
And she would carry me like a baby. Or not carry me, but she would just kind of like
Like
hold
hold
me
you?
like a baby. Bro.
Have you guys ever peed your pants?
Yeah. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
honestly don't remember, but
When's the last time you peed your pants?
I don't know. Never.
I was like
Not
9.
that I'm aware of.
When I had COVID.
Are you dead ass?
Deadass, I could not hold, like, I was so sick, and, like, dude, I was one of those people that was just like, dude, fuck COVID, and then I actually got sick,
Mm-hmm.
and my body, I could not control, like, literally, I shat myself. I sneezed and fucking shit, pissed, fucking vomited up.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a time, I think I was like probably 8 or 9, and I was changing my brother's diaper, and I was like, I wonder what it feels like to pee and poop. And so I put it on myself, and I tried to, right? But the diaper was either too big or too small. I can't remember. And then it just ended up going down my leg.
Oh,
And then I had to like shower.
Oh.
I was just curious. You know when you're like curious mindset? Because you're like, I used to wear one of those. How come I don't wear one of those? But that's what happens when you let a kid watch a kid. You do stuff like that. You do stuff like that. Trying to think of what else.
Fuck, you just outed yourself.
What? Okay, yeah, whatever.
Who cares? She's like, whatever.
There was another
funny.
time I was so out of it. I had pulled down my pants, but I forgot to pull down my underwear. And so when I was peeing, I was like, "What the fuck is so warm?" And I looked down and I was like, "Oh, dude, so disgusting." I had to rinse. But that reminds me. Okay, so me and Kayla were having this conversation, right? And she told me to squat when we were in a public restroom, and I was like, "I need to put the toilet seat cover down because I can't squat." She's like, "What do you mean you can't squat?" And I was like, "Dude,
You're too short.
no, not only
Oh.
that, but it just goes everywhere."
Yeah, it drips on your leg and shit.
No, mine goes that way.
Have you never spread your lips?
No. Wait, what? No, like when I squat, instead of going down, it goes that way.
What the
I'm
You got a
not
messed up
No,
vagina.
I'm not even kidding you. It's like a little. I gotta like.
It's like a curved bean.
Mine's severely curved upwards.
What?
No, but dude, yeah, that's why I don't squat. Cause when I try squatting like on the side of the road, it doesn't go down. It goes like almost up at me, depending on how far I'm squatting. So I don't know.
So you never thought to lean forward?
So if I squat, I have to stand up straight.
What if you got like on all fours?
Wait, what?
Like lean forward so it would
No, but it makes sense.
go on the
Or
floor.
go the opposite way. Like
I've tried
how-
to
like a
test this
guy.
theory. I washed my bathtub. I washed my shower. I tried to test this theory, right? So when I was standing up in the shower, I was aiming at the what's it
How do
called?
you
The drain.
aim?
Well, like you just stand literally
Yeah.
over it, right? And you would assume it would go down. No, that should go straight at my thigh.
Your vagina's fucked up.
I'm telling you, spread the lips, bro.
Well, they did say Asians got slanted puss.
Wait, what?
It could be your lips
That's
doing
a
I've
thing?
this.
heard that before.
Wait, you what?
I've heard that
I
before.
did.
You
People
lying?
would always ask me, "Oh, I heard that Asians have slanted pussy."
Wait, why would they
like-
say that?
I don't know. I guess
I
that's
was-
what I heard too.
I also heard a lot of people say, I remember in high school, because, like, guys have told me, they're like, I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to fuck you so bad because you're Asian, because I hear that Asians have fucking good pussy. I'm like,
yeah, it's
What the
slanted.
fuck?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
fucking dogs from high school.
Bro got balls saying that. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
dude, people tell me the craziest
Hey,
shit.
that would not land nowadays. That's kind of racist.
Bro,
Oh,
Tell me
And
about it.
weird.
yeah. I was like, damn, you are really ballsy to tell me this shit.
Yeah,
right
my
now.
shit's slanted, bro.
it's
Stand from me
It's on
sideways.
crooked smile.
Bro,
I gotta go on.
A crooked smile.
J. Cole.
Wait, what the heck?
really quick, you know, when I was like a little kid, my mom, when we were at like you know how they would do like birthday parties at the park and shit?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want us like peeing in the public bathroom. So she would like hold us. Like,
Like your legs, huh?
yeah, she would like hold our back and hold our legs and we just pee.
Wait, you were there? Were you there when I almost broke my back?
Where?
When you fell off
When I was climbing?
jungle gym?
Yes.
Are you talking about the time my dad went and got you?
Yes.
You were there?
I thought you were there, no? It was for my birthday, I
It
believe.
was at like Bartlett Park or something like that.
I almost broke my back.
I don't remember.
I remember that day.
I told Gisela not to let me go, and she let me go.
Damages.
Okay, so basically what happened, right?
Is it
Obvi-
monkey bar?
Huh?
Where? What were you doing?
It was a jungle gym, but like I was a kid that liked to climb on the outside of the jungle gym. And so I don't know, it was like a dinosaur head, and then I was like, oh my god, like you know how slippery those things are, right? And I was like, Gisela, grab my hands. And I said, don't let go. Like don't let go. Like don't let go, don't let go. And I was saying, help, someone help me.
Wait, which part?
Wasn't it? No, was it?
It was at Bartlett Park over there by Lake Six. Oh wait,
It was by a lake.
Success?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lake Success.
And basically where I was kind of by was, okay, so it was like the staircase. You know what a staircase looks like? Right?
Yeah.
I literally, what?
You know what a staircase is.
So basically, the seller ends up letting me go, and my back, I land on the edge of that staircase,
Oh yeah, I wasn't there.
and then I fell to the floor, and I kid you not, I could not move. I was like,
We were tiny too.
tiny,
Yeah,
and
I think maybe I was like 5.
that edge got my back really good. I could not move for a minute. I was like, ugh.
I'm trying to remember.
Core memory with you though, I learned how to swim with you.
Where at?
Your uncle's apartment.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how to swim. Do you remember how many times I would drown when I was a kid?
Oh,
Yeah, I remember at Gisela's dad's old house.
Yeah.
We were swimming, and then Auntie Annette had to go freaking get you. She was hanging clothes on the freaking line in the backyard,
yeah.
and you were drowning, and she jumped in and got you. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I just remember that because I had to drive home butt naked. But yes.
I forget about that. The apartment right there.
The way that I learned how to swim, guys. No one taught me how to swim. One day I was with Vanessa and we were at her uncle's and we just had floaties and there was what's it called? A diving
Yeah,
board?
it was a diving board.
And so I was
outside.
jumping off the diving board and I would throw the floaties in the middle of the pool and I just would jump off the diving board and then swim to the floaty as fast as I can before I drowned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's how I learned how to swim.
Yeah.
And so I'm not the greatest swimmer. So because I taught myself, it was just kind of like out of panic. Like, I better get this.
Like a dog paddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just remember them saying, kick your legs.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Dang, I can't believe.
Yeah,
I used to
and-
go there all the time.
And that was like 11, guys. So
Yeah.
I learned how to swim pretty old. I could not learn how to swim.
Damn, that's your core memory,
What?
With me.
like of core childhood memory with her.
That was a lot.
There was a lot.
That's a
I mean,
lot.
there was a time where I almost got jumped with her. Well, I almost
For
got
what?
jumped
Yeah, my friends.
because I was very like,
Blunt.
yeah.
Mm.
You know, as a kid,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people wouldn't take my shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, glad I didn't. I don't know. There's a lot of stupid
You made
stuff.
a lot of friends at Farmersville though, huh? Because of like who we hung out with. and
Yeah, but it
stuff.
was kind of weird because I remember your sister had thrown a party and this girl had asked me to dance, and I was like, mm.
Oh yeah. We had a lot of parties.
And that's the first time I saw people grinding on each other, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's because I didn't think she was cute. If she was cute, maybe. But anyway,
You know my core memory?
what?
I remember freaking, I think it was Chelsea, JD, Crystal. They all threw a fucking house party at Nanong's house.
Oh yeah.
And then it was me, freaking Lexie, JD, and I don't remember who else, but you guys like locked us in the room. And then you and Gisela were out there getting fucking drunk and taking jello shots. And then I remember we like broke out of the room and all I see is Chelsea and JD fucking in the front yard.
That was like in 2010. So 2010, I was 14.
Bro,
Oh my god.
I was 10 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. We locked you guys in the room. Why would we lock you in the room?
I don't know. We were hella locked in the room fucking watching YouTube and shit.
We would sneak in beer, remember? And we would drink beer from like with ice, remember? And we would hide the beer in my closet because we would just sneak it.
You're the first person I did hookah with.
Yeah, and you burn a big ass hole in my fucking carpet in my room. She dropped the whole coal, and it's still there. They tell me about it. The people that moved in. Like, yeah, there's no one told me about a hole. I was like, oh, you did it.
I did. Okay. So, these topics are going to be about friendship, growth, and change because I think this is very interesting. Can a friendship withstand major life changes like moving, getting married, or having kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, then they weren't a real friend.
Period.
You guys think so? Okay. So, okay, because you moved, right?
Mhm.
You stayed friends with all the people you stayed friends with?
The closest okay, look at that actually showed me the true colors of some of my friends. So when I moved to LA, I actually had a couple go visit me, and that's how I knew. I was like, damn, our friendship's kind of deep. If you're coming out all the way out here to come see me.
But then it is LA though. You know what I mean? There's more things to do than where we're from.
But I wasn't in LA. I was in Riverside, so I'd still have to drive to LA. So they
Which
still
is
came
like
to
an
see
hour
me. Yeah,
drive and stuff.
that's further. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You were in the IE?
I was in the IE, bro. Inland Empire.
E.
Damn.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could see it actually. I was just trying to debate that because I don't know. I feel like getting married, yes, because obviously it doesn't change anything from going from a boyfriend to a husband. Like it doesn't change anything. Moving, yes, in a sense of like depending how far they move. Like let's just say they live like across, the states. It's harder to go see them. Like yes, you can message people here and there, but it's like not as close as you used to be, if that makes sense. So before, what I used to do was every year, whoever was in my contact list, I would message them every single year.
Wow, you're a good friend.
And I would just be like, hey, I know it's been like a while since I last talked to you, but I just want to make sure you're doing good and I hope you're doing good and whatever. And if they message me back, cool. Most of the time they're like, dude, I hope you're doing good too. And that was pretty much it. But then after a while, I just kind of like got over doing that because it's just kind of like I'm the one giving time and energy and I'm not getting reciprocated that, which I don't expect anything in return, but it just kind of shows me that like I'm blessed. Like I'm not as close as we were, and like yes, I can reach out, but like I'm fine with keeping you now as just friends on social now.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
I will say though, like also the having kids part, I do have friends that have kids. It is a little different, but still the same.
I'm the only one of my friend group or of my friends that's like not in a serious relationship. My friends are either engaged, married, have kids, have their own houses, like all this stuff. One of my best friends, she moved all the way to Tennessee because she's becoming a doctor. And so like I think that all of our friendships, we're the type of friends where we can go days, months, weeks without talking to each other, but whenever we do like rekindle, it's like nothing like ever happened.
That's how my friendships are too.
Yeah, and like I've been friends. I have a solid group of friends where we've been friends for years, and like never no beef. They all have their own things going on, and they respect that I got things going on as well.
Okay, to piggyback off of that, right? How do you approach friendship then when your values or priorities start to shift?
Oh, I know.
Because I've had a few of those too. So I just want to know, like
how do I approach a friendship?
I ignore them, honestly.
Really?
We're not in the same headspace anymore.
Yeah.
it's
like I feel like
We got different goals that we're aspiring. I don't know.
we
It's
don't
really
have nothing.
hard.
Yeah, we don't have nothing to talk about anymore. Like I don't know.
the best way that I can explain that is like I don't really approach it or say anything. It's kind of more of like not a ghost, but you slowly fade away.
It just falls
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just because like I've had those friendships where I've had for a long time and our life paths are completely different. And the best way that I can explain it is like I can't be friends with someone who doesn't want to grow.
Yep.
And I can't stand to see that. Even though I try to help them so many times, there's only so many times that I can help you before where I've exhausted my energy and I'm just like, you know what? It's not worth it anymore. Because, for example, but I feel like it's very situational because I feel like obviously like I moved out when I was 17. Like I moved pretty quick. I bought this house when I was 20. Got married at like 24. I just feel like I was kind of trying to help my friends be at the same level when they weren't. And sometimes I feel like I tried to move them as fast as I was, but it wasn't there. So then I was like, you know what, maybe you're not. But then I look back at those friends that I have now, and they're still in the same spot that I left them at.
It's like how they value themselves, and you don't want to like stoop to their. It's not like you don't want to embarrass them and be like you're not to where you're supposed to be. It's just that there's no common ground anymore, like to talk about, or you don't want to feel like you're judging them, I guess, or I don't know, like. I don't know. Like, I can't be friends with people that I just cut it off, honestly. Like,
Yeah, you slowly fade. I mean, I'll still say hi to them here and there, like keep it cordial, but like,
mutual or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it just sucks because I'm like thinking like, damn, this was the era that I was with when I met you, and like obviously people grow, but like. I don't know. Is it kind of selfish for someone to say like, "Hey, like I've outgrown you, and now you're
no, that's not selfish."
Because it's kind of saying like, you're beneath me now."
No,
I wouldn't see it that way. I would just see that we have different things that we're doing now.
like we're busy now.
Yeah.
Like, like, they're just out drinking and doing the same thing that like
everyone has their own priorities that they would like to focus on.
I've started to see it a little bit more as we do the podcast. The friends that are kind of really there for me. I've seen it a little bit more. I don't know if you guys experience the same as far as like who actually supports it and like who doesn't. And like, have you guys seen that yet?
Yeah. My friends don't really talk to me anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
I
feel like I think it's because like how they think I don't know. Like I don't want them to think that they're jealous. It's just that.
But that comes with it,
yeah,
though.
that's why. Like, I feel like it's weird now. Like, they don't hit me up anymore, and I'm like, wow, that's so fucking awkward. Like,
it's been like that.
know?
I mean, there's people who've been on,
is
and
it a jealous thing?
relationships have ended. I will say that relationships have ended because of the podcast. But it's crazy because no matter how vague we are, no matter if we blink out names,
it's about that's like the guilt that they have.
If it pertains to you, then you know it's about you. But who's to say that I'm not talking about someone else and you think it's about you and you're being delulu? I don't know.
I think my friends they don't talk to me right now because I feel like they think I'm taking the podcast before them. Like I'll come over here instead of hanging out with them. But I'm like, dude, like we probably film like not every weekend. Like you can pick me up like any other weekend. But you guys get mad if
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now.
First.
When we had backup videos, we were filming once a month, but now it's been probably every other week, which isn't even like too bad. Right now, we're stacking up clips because we're not gonna be filming the whole of July maybe, so that's gonna be like a whole nother month off. So like it's not like y'all don't have time, and even if we do film for like a day. We're filming for what, maybe 8 hours, maybe more if we do, behind the scenes, which we do. It's on Patreon. If we do Battle of the Ox, which I don't think we're gonna have time today.
But we literally cram everything into one day.
Yeah, so you're not gonna say that like so one day out of 30 months, or 30 days, let's say, you're gonna tell me out of those 30 days you couldn't pick any other day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel though, like whenever the podcast gets mentioned or brought up or whatever, like to people I know, either they're like, damn, that's really cool, you guys are funny, or it's like, you do that? Like,
or
they judge it hella
or is
hard.
it like, is it going anywhere? And I'm like, honestly, it takes a lot of courage. Like, I understand that you think it's like, I don't know, just something that we do for fun and anyone can have one. But one, I dare you to buy equipment to start off with in general, because I bet you can't afford it. Two,
Okay.
no, that's facts. Please try.
True.
Please try. And then two, it's like, I guess I can edit it, yes, but then also actually pressing send and putting it out there to be perceived, because it's not easy.
I know some days, you wake up and you don't really want to be perceived, but we still come here at the end of the day.
And there's days where like whenever these videos get posted and we watch it back and I'm like, fuck, I said that.
No.
We're
being really raw with y'all.
Yeah, it's just in the moment. It's not like I don't know.
We don't really treat this as a job, and I try not to make it feel like a job. I try to make it feel like just another hangout sesh that we would be talking about if the cameras weren't on.
Because we have our own lives outside of this shit.
Yeah, I will say though, if y'all think we have no personalities because you think we're boring, just know a lot of the shit we would want to say, we don't
can't.
say.
Yeah.
Or we
don't,
can't
yeah.
say. And if you guys were to know the full stories of everything that we said, I mean, maybe we'll make those into Patreon videos, maybe not. But dude, you would be like, what the fuck?
I
But for, you know, monetization purposes and brand purposes, we cannot do that. So
Everything's like filtered.
yeah, it's crazy too because like I hear other people say the same thing too. Like I'm like, I want to know what really you guys talk
I
about.
know, like, I'm telling you, like, some of my friends stopped talking to me, and I'm like, I haven't heard from them in a few months already.
But you don't really talk, bro.
I know.
Like you don't really spill anything besides one person, and even then, it's like you're being pretty vague about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's whatever. Let me see what other questions. Where are we at, Tills?
We're at hour 15.
Oh damn,
Oh,
are you dead ass?
Oh, wait. I want to say a joke.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why did Susie fall off the swing?
I don't know.
Why did Susie?
Because she got no arms. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Susie.
Bro, wait, how do you know she didn't use her head, bro?
She's like this.
I'm like, damn, you want to give me head already? Just kidding. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys.
Bro.
She got no head. Not Susie.
What?
I was laughing.
Wait, where'd you get that from?
My uncle.
Oh,
I was all like, I was dying.
you're so
dude.
stupid, bro.
I know. He just told me yesterday too. I was
That's
like,
funny.
I gotta tell that. I gotta
That's
tell
funny.
that.
That's hella funny.
At first I didn't get it, and then I was like, oh, no arms. Like how she knocked me.
If you have stop it right there. Stop right there.
Fucking explaining it is so fucking funny. I have a joke my grandma told me.
What?
I didn't realize she was left-handed, so I was like, Grandma, I didn't know you're left-handed. And she goes, yeah, I got rights too.
Oh,
That's so funny.
damn. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed those jokes.
Wait, that joke.
Those jokes, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I mentioned before in the beginning of this episode, we did an egg cleansing and I recorded it. That'll be on our Patreon down below, behind the scenes down below, uncut footage of Battle of the Ox down below.
Yeah.
Also, there is a little minor update from Lexie that I have. It's like a 7-minute video, but there will be a full video on there as well. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, Patreon, link below. Follow our socials, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share this out. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.
Bye.
Dude, I'm so upset because Lexie sent me a 7-minute update, and I loved her first video update, but she told me that she couldn't do it in uniform.
Oh, yeah. So she had to redo it?
She had to redo it, and she only made it. She went from 30 minutes to like 7 minutes. I was like, damn. But she did spill the tea.
Really? About the...
Yeah. Cut.
Yeah.
I was just like, damn, bro.
She wants to put that on the Patreon?
Huh?
She's gonna put that on the Patreon?
I
Or
can't
like...
post the one with her in her uniform. I had to take it down. It was up there, and I had to take it down, but the other one is on there. Which I